Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am AmalgamAsh, and this is Arcade Kittens Cemetery Mary. We are in a club with our new friends. They're Croven's friends. They've been pretty difficult to deal with, but we've kind of warmed up to them a little bit. And Mary is thinking that they might be some of her friends as well. She's officially shared her nickname, Cemetery Mary, with these folks, so she might earn herself a bit of a rep. Croven has had, I think, 2, whatever those are. They could be beers, they could be fruit cocktails, and he's already quite intoxicated. They're just hanging out. She would really like that if they could be her friends too, so let's continue. I just wish they didn't say that stuff before, that's all. It's all good. They kind of made fun of her appearance. As the night went on, Croven had downed quite a few drinks. He was hopelessly drunk, flopped over the table, and only able to giggle to himself. I'd been there. He never used to be this bad when it came to drinking. I picked him up off the table and told his friends I ought to get him home. They didn't protest in the slightest. I wished them a good night, slumped Croven over my shoulder, and headed to the exit. I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to get Croven out without the bouncer noticing, but to my surprise, when I opened the door, no one was out there. I was confused, but I also wasn't going to pass up the opportunity. I hurried along as fast as I could, what with Crow on top of me and all. We then waited together at the bus stop for the next bus to come so that we could get home. It was hard for me to tell if Croven had passed out or not while we were waiting, but he got up when the bus arrived. I still carried him, though, just in case he tripped over himself, and we got on the bus together. She's such a sweetheart. The bus ride was long and tiring. Croven leaning over me, his breath reeking of overpriced alcohol. It was even harder getting off the bus. I still carried him because I know he needed me. Mary. Toad's drunk. Yes? Are you okay? Mary. He hiccuped. I never liked seeing him like this, but at least I knew that when he was with me, he was safe. Yes, Croven. I love you. What a sweetheart. I love you too. And I really do. I've always loved Croven. He was like family. And the first friend I had ever made. The only friend I had ever made. Hearing him say he loved me was something he seldom did as the years passed. So hearing him say it right now, well, I wish I could say it made me feel very happy. It did make me feel a little happy, but I wish it was something I could hear him say when he was sober, too. Understandable. I carried Croven back up to his room and laid him on top of his bed. I think he passed out the minute his head hit the pillow. I kissed his forehead goodnight and headed to my own room. I wish I could have slept as easily as he did, but I had more to take care of first. It's that time. Are you there? I have a question for you. Yes? What do you do all day? I can't answer that. Why not? You definitely don't just sit at the phone all day. Well, of course I don't. Then what do you do? I can't tell you. Is it because you're scared? Is it because it's bad? It's neither of these. It's because our contact has to keep his identity a secret. I don't know why. That depends on what you classify as being bad. Well, I mean, just bad stuff. And what does that consist of? Just because something is illegal doesn't always mean it's bad. And just because something is a law doesn't mean it's good. I know that. In that case, are you worried I did something illegal? Or are you worried I did something bad? You still haven't answered me, though. What is it that you do? I look out for you. Good night, Mary. It's been a few days since that night. When Croven got up the morning after it, he had a humongous hangover. He was stuck home with me because, well, there was no way I was letting him out when he seemed so sick. I reminded him not to drink so much. It wasn't healthy for him. He didn't really seem to care, though. Twyla has been texting me, too. I haven't really seen her in person since seeing her at the club, but she texts me often. Sometimes we'll agree to meet up somewhere, but something always seems to get in the way, so we haven't been able to yet. I feel bad, though. She texts me updates a lot, of things she's wondering about, weapons, methods, potential victims, but I oftentimes don't know what to say in return, or ever really have anything to show her. I've been wondering if I should start investigating on my own, as to not let her down. But she seems so confident in what she's doing, I wouldn't even know where to start. And don't even know how I would start anyways. So for now, I've just been staying home. It's been raining a lot too, so it's not the most apt time to be outside anyways. That sucks, I feel that. But even though I haven't left the house in a while, I've been able to stay entertained. I started reading the book that Croven had won me, In the Crane Machine. How to Summon Ghosts, How to Talk to Ghosts. When I saw the title, How to Talk to Ghosts, I figured it was, well, figurative. I thought it would be some spooky story with a clever title, but to my surprise, it is written as more of an instructional guide. It's a very interesting read, and I'm curious as to how they got all this information anyways. As previously mentioned, ghosts exist on a different plane of existence. That much is obvious. Yet they can communicate with us, despite their being existing on a separate layer from ours. We see them time and time again, their attempts to reach us. Perhaps it is because they are angry. Perhaps it is because they are lonely. Does each ghost exist on their own, or do spirits share a realm with one another, expanding and everlasting? Is there a heaven, is there a hell, or is there only purgatory, stretching for miles beyond what we can comprehend? These are questions I cannot yet answer, for if I could, I wouldn't be here writing this right now, would I? No wonder this was in a crane machine. But there is a question I have been able to answer. Since ghosts can make contact with us, I often wondered, could we contact them? Sure, you've heard of psychics and mediums and whatnot, but that is only half of what I'm talking about. Being born with the innate ability is a factor, of course, but I wanted to delve deeper than that. Despite where they may exist, they can clearly affect things in our realm. They can reach us. And like one-way glass, I know they can see us. But what if we could see them? It is not enough to hear them. I wanted to see them, to travel to where they were. I believe that when you die, perhaps your soul can become unrestricted. But what if we could accomplish the opposite? What if a living being had the ability to unrestrict itself before death? Perhaps this sounds like crazy talk. Oh. That was, unnerving. Oh, my phone is ringing. Hello? Yup. Where are you? Huh? What do you mean? I'm at home. What? Well, that's lame. I thought you'd be out by the cemetery by now. That's kind of your thing, right? Well, I mean, it's raining, no? Nah, just a little cloudy out. Besides, I was going to be heading there, so I thought I'd meet up with you or something. Then we could, like, get lunch or dinner or whatever later, I don't know. That sound good to you? Oh, well, I can leave now if you'd like. Yeah, come on. I should be there by the time you get there. So don't keep me waiting long. Well, it looks like I wouldn't be stuck at home all day after all. I put down my book and made sure the fire was completely out before going to meet with Croven. I felt so surprised, but it was nice to see that he wanted to spend more time with me. I hoped that this would continue, and when my parents come back, maybe everything will start feeling a bit more normal again. I hopped off the bus, arriving in town again. It was very cloudy, but the air didn't feel moist at all. Maybe the rainy weather would finally take a break. I made my way over to the cemetery once again. I hoped that I didn't keep Croven waiting too long, but I was a bit surprised when I arrived. Did he bring his friends? He sure did. Hey, you made it. Mars? Oh, yes, I'm here. Croven's other friends were here too. Why were we waiting for her again? We already know how to get where we want. Hey, chill out. Mary loves this place. I figured if we were going to be here anyways, we might as well invite her. Well, we're all here. Let's go. We all stepped through the cemetery gates. Theodore and Sapara kind of walked ahead, but I pulled Croven to the side and had him walk a bit behind with me. Huh? Something wrong? I'm sorry, Croven. But when you invited me to hang out, I thought it was just going to be the two of us. Oh, I see. But this is still cool, right? I mean, you like them, don't you? Seriously? I don't know. Oh, come on, Mars, they're not that bad. Do they even like me that much? Yeah, sure they do. Is this about their scary Mary comments? Is it? I think that's all it was about, really. Yeah. Yeah. I thought so. But hey, they're not like that. Promise, you just met him in the wrong environment, that's all. It'll be fine. Alright. Don't want to drag that out. We started to walk closer to the other two again. I know the cemetery like the back of my own hand, but I wasn't sure exactly where we were going. Or rather, I didn't know where they were going. So, do you guys come here often? I, spend a lot of time here and all. But I can't say I remember seeing you guys here before. No, not really. It's not quite our vibe, but it's good for a few things every now and then. Oh, are we here to visit someone then? Ha! As if. You'd never catch me here looking like some overwatered pansy. Even when I'm dead. Oh. Then, why are we here? There it is. I watched as Theodore approached one of the old trees near a usually forgotten corner of the cemetery. There's not a lot of graves here. At least, not yet. And this tree doesn't provide much shade compared to the others. I watched as Theodore stuck his hand into a hole in the tree. I always figured that squirrels and birds lived in those, so I never went out of my way to bother them. But when I saw what Theodore pulled out, I'm worried. I was very upset, to say the least. What is that? Oh, she pissed. What's in there? What, this? It's just the good stuff. Or, well, glad stuff, if you want to get technical. Just needed somewhere to hide it that wasn't home for a while. You know how cops and dumbass landlords can be, right? Oh no. This is not going to end well. And so you hid it here? How dare you? What's the problem? Not like anyone ever comes here anyways. I do! You can't just hide this junk here. Especially junk like that. What do you think this place is? This isn't just some park or stretch of woods. This is a cemetery. That doesn't belong here. I know what he's doing with it. But I think he'll think the families being here thing is lame. That doesn't belong here. You just couldn't find some other place to hide it, is that it? If I'd have known this was here, I never would have let it stay. How could you even think to do something so disrespectful? She's given him the business. This is someone's final resting place. How dare you try and taint it, disrespect it, treat it this way. Yo, Mars, maybe you want to chill the fuck out a little bit? It isn't that big of a deal. How can you say that? How would you feel if someone came into your home and just started wrecking everything? I bet you didn't even think to learn a single name in here. I can't believe you even think something like this is okay. I won't stand for it. Whoa, hey. Paws off. No, you don't deserve to even have this, using this place as your hiding ground. We were gonna leave with it anyways. Not soon enough. It shouldn't have even been here to begin with. You shouldn't even have this kind of stuff in the first place. It's good for nothing anyways. Let go. Let go already. I don't know what happened. Oh no, I hope her head didn't hit a stone or something. I think I might have just pulled too hard. And I was suddenly thrust backwards. And then the next thing I knew, everything was dark. And then in that darkness, I heard giggling. And my eyes began to adjust to the light, and I found myself somewhere quite strange. What? What? Hiya. Hello? I conked my noggin, and now I'm gonna be able to talk to ghosts, is that it? Where am I? You're on my boat. Duh! I've already got dibs on being captain, by the way. Guess you're going on this adventure with me. Huh? Where are we going? I don't know. That's what makes it an adventure. Oh. It sounds fun, but I was just with my friends, wasn't I? I was so confused. Where was I, and who's this girl? And are my eyes okay? Yeah, but we're friends too, right? Are we? I'm sorry. I can't say I remember you. Yeah, you do. Come on. Just because I'm a kid doesn't mean I'm stupid. You're always here. I am? Am I? Aw, yeah. You come by to give me flowers like all the time. And I knew it. Huh? Oh, thanks by the way. I think it's kinda overdue. Thanks? For the flowers, dummy! Mom always taught me to say please and thank you, especially when someone does something nice for you. And I think he'd want me to say thanks too. So, maybe. Could I please have a teddy bear next time? Huh? The flowers are pretty and all, but I really want a new teddy bear. And I think you'd choose a really great one, especially with your taste in flowers and stuff. So, pretty please, with the cherry on top and everything. Wait, I'm sorry. Please slow down. Mary, catch up. You have to know what's going on here. I'm still a little confused. How did I get here? Who are you? Oh, I can answer that one. I'm Sunny. Some people here started calling me Sunshine, though. Here? Where is he? Wait. Sunny? Sunny day? Yeah, but Sunny is... Oh, right. I'm Mary, by the way. It's nice to meet you. So, that teddy bear? Oh, yes. Yes, I can bring you one. I'll add it to my shopping list so I can bring it next time I come around. She's very good at the improv when she realizes. But in order to do that, I'll have to find my friends again. Maybe we'll find them on our adventure. Yes, maybe, but... Am I dreaming? I must be, right? But this... It doesn't feel like a dream. And Sunny... What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just... trying to make sense of it all. Okay, but take it easy. You'll give yourself a headache if you think too hard. Yes, I suppose I might. Do you hear that? Hear what? Mary! Huh. Oh, thank fuck. Mary, are you okay? Yeah, Oh. No. My head. What happened? You fell back on one of the headstones. I was worried that was going to kill us. Then you were out cold. Scared the shit out of me. I was gonna bring you to a hospital or something if you didn't wake up soon. Oh. What about your friends? They got the hell up on out of there. They left. Don't worry about it. Oh. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I said don't worry about it. We won't hang out here anymore, okay? So just drop it. I promised you lunch, didn't I? Let's go. Wow. Croven helped me stand up, and once it was confirmed I could stand without a problem, he began to make his way to the exit, but I had to check something first. I looked over to the headstone that I supposedly knocked myself out on, the name engraved on it. Sunny. Was what I just experienced really a dream? But of all the dreams I could have had, I thought back to that book I read, How to Talk to Ghosts. Maybe, just maybe, I'd have to try and see it again for myself. But maybe it really was. Mary, come on! I'm coming. I hurriedly made my way to Croven's side, and we quietly went to lunch that day. Neither of us really said much. I felt bad. I knew Croven and I didn't grow up completely the same, but I had no idea the kind of friends he made with people like this either. Did he always hang around people who acted like this? I didn't know how to feel. The Croven that I saw around these people isn't the Croven I'm used to. Who's the Croven I know? Is he just a ghost too? No, I shouldn't think like that. I just didn't want to think about it at all. We kinda went home together after that. I don't know why. It was just like neither of us wanted to just go on with our day afterwards. So even though we weren't talking, we both went home together. We stayed in separate rooms the rest of the day. Just did our own thing. Neither one of us felt like talking about it. Dinner was quiet, and I think the only thing I heard him say that evening was good night as I retired to my room. If only I was really going to bed then. Hello again. You're still here, right? Of course I am. Is everything okay? Yes. On my side, at least. Is everything okay with you? No, today was harder than normal. Why is that? Things were just stressful, that's all. I don't really want to talk about it with you. I just wanted to be honest in my answer. I understand. I am sure you are carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders. Please take things easy on yourself. I'm positive the last thing you need is more stress right now. It's funny you say that, considering you are one of the things that worries me most. I see. I shouldn't worry you more than I have to then. Good night, Mary. A day or two passed since then. Not much had happened, but I had been unable to stop thinking about my encounter with Sunny. It was just so bizarre to me. Out of anything I could have dreamt up, unless, of course, had I really spoken to a ghost that day? That couldn't have been possible, and yet I thought back to that book I read. But I don't understand. I hadn't done anything special. I didn't recite any chant or practice any written method. Why would I suddenly be able to speak to a ghost? Maybe it was just a weird coincidental dream after all. I had to be sure. I decided to head back down to the cemetery during the morning. Even though I knew a general area of where everyone was, I didn't really have an idea who I was really looking for. I think you might be interesting. Decided, I sat myself down by the grave, and then shifted myself into a laying position over top of it. This felt weird, but I had to know. I shut my eyes and tried to think of nothing more than sleep, hoping that I could somehow fall asleep soon. And I'm not sure exactly when, but I did. For I woke up to the sound of a graceful violin. It happened again. This is getting so cool. I love it. I'm out of time for now. I have to leave this episode here. So thank you very much for watching. Please, feedback of any kind in the comments below. I appreciate any of it. I answer comments too, and I like them. I always like the comments that I get. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Until next time. Bye for now.